and I messed it up. God damn it. Tried to be cool for like half a second. Didn't work. I'm trying to figure out how to add that intro into my damn streams. Hello, everybody. Good to see you. Let me see who's here. Hold on. Let me get the chat up. Dude, I'm running so late. My kid's like, will not go down. I know. Shut up. I know, Panda. I know. I had it muted. And I was like, why isn't it working? And then... All right. I'll play it again. You ready? Let's see. Let's see how it came out. It's just loud, though, right? Hold on. Let's see. Wasn't too bad, right? But I gotta put away the chat. All right, good to see you guys. You feel better, Panda? Feel better? Played it again. Oh man, I gotta set that up in Streamlabs. For some reason, it won't take the audio, and it really is aggravating. I don't know why it wouldn't do it, so I gotta figure that out. All right, Donovan, what's up, man? Good to see you. We have Boinker in the house. Who else? Mr. Red Panda, as always. Flip This Crypto. UK Miners, what's up, man? Coming this summer to a theater near you. Dude, it's the most epic intro ever. It's great. So I can only use it like sometimes. I have to make like a dumbed down version, you know, for like less exciting news. All right, 3 Foxco, what's up, buddy? Steven Cicero, did I already say that? Let's see who else is here. All Set Miner, good to see you, buddy. Chris Hanley, Black Cat Crypto, Veteran Miner, what's up, buddy? Hawk, good to see you, man. Retro Mike, my man, good to see you. All right, let's check out the market. Not too bad right now, actually. Let's see. 27,713. ETH 1843. We have XRP 46 cents, Doge still under 8 cents, and LTC is at 89 bucks. All right. Crypto bubbles, let's see, on the day. Look at that, pancake swaps down, huh? Brutal. I still don't understand why the FTT token's around. I don't get that at all. But anyways, all right, Alan the King, what's up, buddy? Sorry I didn't see you in the chat. Electric Bloke, what's up, man? Good to see you. All right, happy Tuesday, everybody. Now, someone needs to educate me on this. So I'm assuming, what is it? Bitcoin's price versus the Argentina peso. Is that how this makes sense? That it hit its new record all-time high? I guess this is posted 3 hours ago, so it's like legit. Let me. There we go. Dark mode. Don't like blind everybody. It says Bitcoin's price hits new record high in Argentina. Argentina's peso has crashed by 99% versus the US dollar since the beginning of the currency crisis in 2018. So I'm assuming they're just flooding towards Bitcoin. I don't know. This is super confusing, to be honest. Argentina has crazy inflation, says Carl Coate. Interesting. Justice for Sam, says Yankee. Oh my god. All right, so it says last week the price of Bitcoin, BTC 27689, reached a record high in Argentina, or in the Argentine peso rather, terms following persistent inflation in Argentina. Argentina's inflation pushes BTC's price to all-time high. On April 18th, the BTC to ARS, which is their peso or whatever, exchange rate crossed over 6.59 million. We just say, I want to say ARS. The ARS, according to aggregated price data tracked by Google Finance. Why? That's such, I don't know, it makes me want to say ARS for whatever reason. Anyway, since the peak, the rate has corrected to around 6 million ARS, down 9%, but still up more than 100% year to date. Like, look at this. This is insane. 6 million. Guys, you want to be a millionaire? Go to Argentina. There you go. There you go. Okay, I'm here. Everybody relax. What's up, Hawk? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Knocking at your door. Say hello. Mr. Veteran Miner is trolling Panda. All right, Bitcoin growth in the Argentine markets coincides with the continuous ARS devaluation. For instance, traders were paying as low as 460 ARS to buy $1 from the black market on April 24. Really? That's insane. More than double the official spot rate that pays 220 ARS for the dollar. Wait, all right, somebody explain that to me. What? They were buying a dollar. Is this a US dollar? Is that what they're talking about? Or are they talking about a dollar in Bitcoin from the black market on April 24th? FMYA, a United States-based consultancy firm, noted that the Argentine central bank's reserve have dropped by half to an estimated 1.3 billion since 2019. Let's see. $1 worth 220. Okay, so it's a US dollar. Why? I don't understand. Why were they going to the black market? Why? What did that solve? I guess. Why couldn't they get it normally? New intro is fire. Highlighter miners. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you. I have to get it. I have to get it situated. It's not done. I'm just trying to figure out how to use it here. Let's see. Sorry. Let's see what he said in the chat. Mr. UK Miners Club. Buy with USD. Sell in pesos. Earn profit. Oh, okay. All right. Interesting. It's just weird to me. That has raised the risks of further peso devaluation, which has crashed nearly 99% from the currency crisis of 330 ARS in 2018. That has led locals to seek haven in the dollar, which has become scarce due to rising demand in the country. Oh, well, if I just read a little bit more, I'd probably understand it a bit better. So that makes sense, I guess. Less dollars in their country means, they're going to go elsewhere to get it. Wow, this is crazy, though. So what's going on in Argentina that I don't know about? Like, why is everything getting so devalued? Like, what is happening over there? Does anybody know? Is anybody from there? Probably not, I assume, but... Okay, I'm going to start cleaning, leaving the stream on in my headphones. Goodbye, everyone. Have a good day, Panda. Appreciate you for stopping by. All right, at the same time, Bitcoin and similar cryptocurrencies operating outside governments and central banks purview are increasingly emerging as alternatives. For example, data shows that Bitcoin peer-to-peer weekly volume in Argentina reached a record high of nearly 30 million in March on the Paxful exchange. Okay, so they're getting more into Bitcoin because their currency is going to complete shit. That's terrible. Corrupt politicians, says Floppy. Damn. That's wild, huh? Also, a study in 2022 found that nearly 60% of Argentines believe in Bitcoin's ability to safeguard the value of their savings in the long term. Popular U.S. cryptocurrency exchanges Coinbase also recommends BTC become a legal tender in Argentina. That's crazy. I mean, that's cool though. 60% of Argentines think that Bitcoin is going to be holding value long term. So that's kind of cool. I mean, I'm pretty sure all of us here think that as well, but that's crazy. Bitcoin gaining traction in Argentina. It says earlier in April, the National Commissions of Value, CNV, Argentina's securities regulator, approved a Bitcoin-based futures index on the MATBA Rofex exchange, if that's how you say that, set to debut in May. The derivatives settled in pesos will enable accredited investors to gain exposure to the Bitcoin markets. Interesting. Mr. Yankee, thanks for being a member for 12 months, man. You're awesome. 1 year today. Let's go. Burnouts and ice cream coming soon. Do I get my 12 months coin now? Maybe someday. Mr. Panda, how are you still a member for 20 months? You weren't a member like a week ago. Get wrecked, Yankee. Dude, I don't know why this thing doesn't read the membership stuff, but I appreciate you guys being members. You're awesome. Thank you so much. All right, let's see. In addition, a recent bill proposed by the Ministry of Economy asked citizens to declare their crypto holdings and incentivize them with tax benefits. Also, in December 2022, an Argentine province announced its intentions to issue a dollar-backed stablecoin. Wait, hold on. So an Argentine province announced its intentions to issue a dollar-backed stablecoin. So they're trying to get stablecoins over there in Argentina. That's interesting. An article does not contain investment advice. Oh, this article, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Bunch of bullshit. So that's crazy. Hopefully, I hope this is a good thing for Argentina. It seems to be a good thing, but I don't know. I mean, because their overall currency is going to shit, so that sucks. All right, Veteran Miner, what's up, buddy? What are you doing? Laughing in the chat. Hopefully you're having a good day, man. 3 Foxco, good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Mr. Jonesy, you're awesome. Veteran Miner's been a member for 7 months. Not too bad. I support you. Appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate you. All right, let's see. So Crypto Zombie has a video out right here. I kind of want to watch this. This was out a day ago, basically. It was like 23 hours ago when I last looked, but I want to see what he has to say. So let's see if this will play. And if it doesn't, then I have to switch browsers. But Let's just see for shits. Mr. Steven Cicero, member for 11 months. Damn, almost 1 year. Dude, you're awesome. Appreciate you. All right, let's see what Crypto Zombie has to say here in his video. He's usually got some pretty good hot topics. So if you have any questions in the chat, just leave them in there. Let's do it.
Crypto regulations. We've seen Gary Gensler today, total shit show, being questioned about is Ether security, all of this stuff, refuses to say anything. You know, I think the questions asked were pretty right. Is why can you not give guidance to people? Do you want to drive?
Nah, boo. I don't understand why it does this. All right, hold on. We're not gonna do it, guys. Not gonna do it today. Hold on, give me a second. Let me change this. Stupid browser. Pain in my ass. I think I need a new CPU. Panda, what do you think? Is it my CPU? I know you're gone, but tell me. I have an i5. It's an LGA 1200. But it's like a 10,600K or something. I feel like it's just always effing up. Or it's my RAM. It's gotta be one of those two things.
Crypto regulations.
Nothing else it could be. Hold on, here we go. Let's either that or it's just Google Chrome really sucks ass.
We've seen Gary Gensler today, total shit show, being questioned about is Ether security, all of this stuff, refuses to say anything. You know, I think the questions asked were pretty right. Is why can you not give guidance to people? Do you want to drive away innovation from the United States? And I don't think anything with the SEC makes a difference. The US is not the world. I know, sorry to break it to you guys. You may be the world's biggest economy, but as I explained in financial markets, these things are liquid. They shift. They can go anywhere where capital is treated well, and they will. Now, they're not going to ban crypto from individuals in the United States, but they're trying to make it hard for businesses to grow, so they'll just move to the UK or Hong Kong or Singapore, and the world moves on. We've seen it all before. So I think it's a total red herring to even care about what the SEC does. It's a shame for the United States. For the rest of the crypto markets, just all noise.
All right, real quick in the chat, Tane said that's your problem, still on Intel. You know what? Panda actually has a Ryzen CPU, and he's getting rid of it because he can't stand it. Fun fact for you. But honestly, Intel has never given me any shit. My laptop is AMD though. It's a Ryzen 9. All right, let's see. We have there was a question in the chat. Where is it? Oh, Mr. Bass said, do you believe Doge next bull market, or believe in Doge next bull market? I hope maybe will be meme coin Jerusalem. All right. Well, all right. So when it comes to Dogecoin, I do think it's gonna pass its all-time highs, in my opinion. This is not financial advice, just what I think. There's just a lot of people that are uneducated, and it's an easy thing to buy, right? So it's cheap. People will buy it. My opinion only, not financial advice. That's it. Hit that like button. Appreciate you guys. All right. Oh, that's the best. That's how the hobbyist got his shed
What's going on, guys? K-Dub here with another episode.
You guys were wondering, that's exactly how he got his shed built. Hobbyist miner. Those Amish people. It's hysterical. All right. Thank you, Mr. Travelers Travels, for being a member for 5 months. You're awesome, buddy. All right, let's see what Mr. Crypto Zombie has to say here.
Of Crypto Zombie, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a great start to your week. Bitcoin's still hanging out around this level. You can see we attempted to have this break up here. We got up to about 28,000 and we just got rejected. So now some people are saying, is this starting to look a bit like a bear flag? That is a possibility. Look, we did say that we were at that critical level. We were looking for a potential pullback, right? You need to have that healthy retest. However, there's two things that are going on right now. Number one is a signal, okay, that we've looked at before. Now, the last time that Bitcoin did this, Bitcoin pumped 1,200%. I'm not making this up. I'll show you in the charts in just a minute. However, there is a little bit of a catch, not only with what happened specifically, but also the fact that we have some on-chain data right now that's actually showing something just a little bit concerning, all right? So we're going to talk about what this means. It has something to do with the retail investors and how the whales and the big smart money are responding to it. Now, obviously, guys, the US continues to struggle right now, right, with the SEC and the lack of clarity. And there is that talk of, you know, moving to these other countries, moving to these other places. But what I do want to talk about is why a massive wall of liquidity could be coming in for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies either way. And I just wanted to say this before we even get into the video, guys. Did you see this a video from the World Economic Forum where basically
This was quite interesting. I caught this right before I went live. What do you guys
they're
think about
talking
this?
about data centers, but it's literally they're showing Bitcoin mining rigs and miners, and the company that was responsible for it is involved in Bitcoin mining. So did the World Economic Forum actually just promote Bitcoin? We will get to that. And one funny thing, just want to just mention this before I thought this was cool. So this is the Bitcoin block. You can see all the blocks. Basically, these are them. And we're at 786, 823. But if you actually go back here, I thought this was pretty cool. This message was in block 666, 666. Yes, so obviously that's not a good number, right? But right down here, you can see, do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. So I thought that was pretty freaking awesome, guys. So
Carl Coate said he heard this was a spoof. What, the Bitcoin mining data center thing? Well, we're gonna see. I guess he's gonna go over it.
That sounds good to you. You know what to do. If you're not subscribed, definitely get subscribed. And did you also see, real quick before we get to the charts, I just thought this was a lot of interesting things. An Ethereum ICO participant woke up after 7.7 years of dormancy. He received 2,365 Ethereum. At the time, it was 31 cents.
Damn.
So he paid like 700 and change dollars. And now it's worth 4.42 million. Although the bigger question is, why after 7.7 years is this account finally waking up and sending one Ethereum as a test transaction? Are they looking to dump?
100%.
Well, I don't know, guys. We'll see about that. And
100%.
make sure if you are going to the Bitcoin
test transaction all day,
guys, get that 10% discount below. So let's dive in. Let's have a look. A lot of cool little stories I wanted to start off with, but now it's time to focus and get serious because we got to talk about the charts. So as you guys can see right here, again, not going to beat a dead horse, but we did hit the top of this blue area, right? I said anything above here is like probably super short-term take profit area. And we said anything below here is super buy the dip area, right? So we are at the top, which is where you would expect it to get a little bit overheated. And I was saying that I'm expecting a retest minimally down here at around 25,300. Now we may never get it, but I think the likelihood of us getting it is pretty good. Now, could we go even lower than that? Well, it's possible because one interesting thing when we've been looking at these moving averages, you notice that we've actually fallen down to the 300, which is very interesting, right? So we've had the support on the 2 here, technically closed above here, and currently we are above it as well. But you'll notice that when we came down here, it's almost like the 300 was providing support / resistance this time around, right? So I personally think that we've spent enough time down in this area to convince me that we are most likely, and of course this is just my humble opinion, I could be wrong, I don't think you're going to see those prices that everyone is calling for. Could we come down and retest again in the 19,000s? Sure, that's possible, right? Retest the top of this band. But are we going to get lower than 15? Are we going to 10,000, 9,000? I don't think that's happening, guys.
So this guy right here is Crypto Zombie on YouTube, if that's what you're wondering, Mr. Jonesy. He does a video almost every single day. He does charting and he gets into like Twitter stuff, which makes my life 1,000 times easier. So
because we are seeing something right now, and we've spoke about this over on the weekly. Now, this is the EMA ribbon chart. Now, generally speaking, when you're below it, it's bearish. When you're inside of it, kind of neutral, right? Kind of got to take a guess. When you're above it, it is generally speaking bullish. You could see, we got above it right here, and we stayed above it for quite some time. Right here, we finally dipped below it. We tried to break out, but we got rejected, right? So as you guys can see right here, we are actually closing above it, and we're closing on the 89, right? That's kind of that outlier. So what you're looking to do is you actually want to see the bands twist, right? Fold over. So for example, you could see this yellow band is on top, right? And when the yellow is on top, you notice that we tend to stay above it. When the band flips and the yellow goes on the bottom, you notice that that's when we tend to stay below it, right? Well, currently right now, you can see that this yellow moving average is attempting to break its way to the top while we're being supported on the 89 lavender. And if we actually come over here to the last time that we did this, you would basically say that it was, this point right here, right? Where we finally broke above it. And then look what happened. So we got above it right here. The band twisted. And what ended up happening? So from that point, I mean, I don't have to do this math, but, you guys could see from here to the top, that was 1,200%. Now, I do want to just point out that we did go up to 14 and come back down, right? So, from that point, down to here, we did take about a 30% dip, and that took a while, right? That was about almost a year.
This charting's okay. I don't know if you guys really care about it too much, but this is like this is all just guesstimates, right? This is all guessing what could happen in the future. I'm not a huge fan of this kind of charting, but that's just me.
And this is assuming that we do something like this, right? We do something like we come down over here, we come up, maybe we don't reach the previous high, we get a fake out at around 48, which, by the way, we have said that if we take this right here, that is a possibility, right? From this breakout, right? We have a target up here at around potentially 57,000, 47 to 57 roughly. So if that is the case, and then we would have the giant pullback, we could see something like we saw back here, but keep in mind that this was because of COVID. So, really, if you kind of just look at this and you ignore this.
COVID's like a black swan event, right? It doesn't happen often. So
little COVID dip, it kind of looks like we were just accumulating to the upside anyway, right? So, and Michael Vandepop also says, maybe bear flag potential dump to the bottom. So we are kind of agreeing on this. Now, what is the concern, though? Besides the short term, it seems pretty bullish, right? Well, according to Glassnode, the Bitcoin amount of supply last active 2 to 3 years has obviously really increased. So this is showing that a lot of people are now moving their Bitcoin around. So is this a good thing? Is it a bad thing? What are they looking to do? Well, if we just look at data from Sentiment, if you look at historical highs and the losses, we're basically in a nutshell right now, we're seeing about 3 loss transactions for every 1 profit transaction, which means that people are actually still selling for losses right now. So this is telling me that there are short-term people that maybe bought above 30K. We got to 30K and they were like, screw it, I made back half my money, that's enough for me. Because you can even see, like Glassnode points out, so the blue is the long-term realized loss and profits, and the pink, or whatever color this is the short-term. So basically, this sort of very light, peach or whatever color right here is at pretty high right now, up around the price, and you can see that is short-term realized losses, which means people that just recently bought Bitcoin are selling for a loss. So that tells me that that's retail, right? That's not the institutions. Now, interestingly enough, we had fire charts by material indicators pointing out that it does seem like there has been some intentional suppression. So what this is telling me is that you are having big players buying at these levels, but then also trying to suppress the prices, right? A block of ask liquidity suppressing it. But like Mustache says, smart money is probably done, or at least very close to being done accumulating. He says, if you look at this QQE, when it's above 0, accumulation generally ends. And, just to show his indicator down here, it looks like that's exactly what we're doing right now. We're entering into that phase. So they say, he says bears are happy about a few red candles, but yeah, it's probably by the dip time, not financial advice.
We're at the halving also, right? It's coming up soon. So, that chart, looking back at that, just like, it kind of makes sense. It makes total sense, actually. So,
by the dip time, not financial advice. Now, Raul Pal, who you saw in the beginning of the video, he's talking about liquidity coming back into the markets, and he says we're going to see the next rise of the crypto story, and it will go from 300 million users to 1 billion users or more this cycle, and there will be applications you haven't even dreamt of or things that you thought weren't coming that will come at scale, whether it's digital identity, massive cases of Web3, DeFi, something entirely new, ticketing via NFTs, etc., right? Now, of course, you might be saying to yourself, well, what about the situation, in the U.S.? And, unfortunately, he kind of just says that they will probably just end up moving their businesses offshores. Not to say that that's what we want, but it's what's going to happen inevitably if things continue the way that they are.
Crypto regulations, we've seen Gary Gensler today, total shit show, being questioned about is Ether security, all of this stuff, refuses to say anything. I think the questions asked were pretty right, is why can you not give guidance to people? Do you want to drive away innovation from the United States? And that is what I've been talking about for a while. I've talked about on Daily Briefing. I've talked about on Real Vision. I've talked about on Twitter, is I think the UK is almost uniquely positioned to take a lot of the crypto businesses. We saw Brian Armstrong from Coinbase over in the UK talking to the government, and that is not the only organization that's been over there. And you see, we've seen this before. England has one great trick. It has a incredible financial system, democracy, and they speak the English language, and they have great trade linkages with the entire world. So when the US stumbles, particularly in financial markets, the UK picks up the slack and does something called regulatory.
I'm gonna see what this QR code is. Actually, I've never looked at it before. You guys interested to know? Find out.
Regulatory arbitrage. All the US banks at this stage over the 90s and 2000s after.
Oh, it's his Real Vision thing. I don't know if you can't see that, but anyways, it's this thing. If anyone was wondering, I don't know. I was wondering at the beginning what the hell it was.
The Big Bang, which is the deregulation of the banking industry in the UK. Everybody moved to the UK to set up business. So Goldman's main office, London. JP Morgan's main office, London. Morgan Stanley's main office, London. Merrill's main office, London. Credit Suisse, London. SocGen, London. Paribas, London. HSBC, London. Everybody went to London. But here we are again. There's a $1 trillion industry called crypto. It has been $3 trillion at peak. This is not a small industry. And most people project it to grow to, let's say, 10 trillion would be gold. Now, gold is based in London as well, regulatory arbitrage. So the UK is looking at this thinking, okay, we need a relevancy in this world. We lost most of it because of our divorce from Europe and then having to renegotiate trade agreements with every country in the world because we didn't have the European agreements, all of this, and also the loss of manufacturing in the UK and the loss of the financial industry. So here is the UK's gift, and the UK have taken it. The last 2 or 3 governments have said, we want to embrace crypto. And they're setting up their stall for very sensible regulations.
I mean, even just with the recent MiCA regulatory framework, you also have British multinational bank Standard Chartered claiming that the crypto winter, which began in 2022, is officially over, according to a report from Reuters. In the report released this Monday, Standard Chartered's head of digital asset research, Jeff Kendrick, highlighted several factors that could potentially boost Bitcoin's value in the near future. These include the recent turmoil in the banking sector, a stabilization of risk assets following the end of the U.S. Federal Reserve's rate hiking cycle, and an improvement in the profitability of crypto mining. So he goes on to say, while sources of uncertainty remain, we think the pathway to a $100,000 Bitcoin is in fact becoming much clearer. And now that we have MiCA, the French Financial Markets Authority could fast-track crypto registrations for companies like Binance that already run regulated digital asset businesses in France. Regulators in France are considering the sped-up regime as the EU's landmark bill was overwhelmingly backed by legislators, beckoning a new crypto regulatory era across European states. So there is a lot of FUD out there. There is a lot of focus on the US right now. But just remember that I think, statistically, there's like 85% of crypto that's happening outside of the US. It's hard to imagine that, right? I mean, we have like 30% of the mining here, but still, this is a global Pandora's box, and it's been opened, and it's not going anywhere, and they can't ban it. And actually, technically they can't legally choke it out either, just to point it out. They're like, oh, well,
I was gonna say, wait, legally can't choke it out, so they're friggin' doing right now anyways. It's insane.
They can
they're trying to
say things to persuade people. They can keep regulatory clarity uncertain, which makes businesses not want to participate because they don't want to get hit with these well notices and fines. But it actually is technically illegal to intentionally create a choke point, which is why they're making it very convoluted and saying it's this and that, etc.
Well, that's actually, you know what, that brings up a good point. So this morning's stream, we actually talked about Coinbase filing a suit against the SEC, which was, to get them to make a clear stance on what the rules and regulations are. So I don't know, that was quite interesting. If you guys didn't see that, go check it out. But that's probably why Coinbase is firing back, because it's creating so much bullshit that everybody's getting scared, or no one wants to get millions of dollars in fines to their exchange, So it's just, I don't know, it's crazy.
But at the end of the day, Ryan Selkis points out, people who say, oh, just move crypto offshore and build where it's friendly, are taking a short-term, costly view. The U.S. has the largest financial market, reserve currency, top software economy for now, and we have the First, Second, Fourth, Fifth, and 10th Amendments enshrined as constitutional rights, right? Freedom of speech, bearing arms. They can't search you, without a reason. Number 5 is right to a fair trial, and 10 is I don't remember what 10 is. Why can't I remember 10? Somebody tell me what the 10th one is. I got to go back to school, guys. Crypto is at least 2x more valuable and faster growing with a friendly US. In the context of a 1 trillion market, a 100 million campaign to yield 500 billion of incremental value is the only 5,000x you will be able to invest in this decade. So yeah, crypto for me is our generation's opportunity, to
100%.
really have the greatest wealth transfer we've ever seen. And it's unfortunate because these guys are supposed to be protecting you, but they're really not, right?
Real quick, I have a question in the chat actually for you guys. I want to know, do you guys or a question for the chat rather. Do you guys all hold Bitcoin or just in general cryptocurrency? Do you guys all hold it? I'm going to put a poll in the chat actually. And I want to know if you hold it or if you just mine it to spend it, more or less, to cash out. Because that's I don't know, I agree with that. Like, this is our opportunity to generate like generational wealth, right? For us, our family, in a different sense. It's not a get rich quick scheme, but it's more or less, it really is an opportunity for everything. All right, both hold. Okay, I'm gonna put a poll in the chat. Let me do that right now.
So you had the head of public policy over at Ripple saying the U.S.'s failure to adopt clear regulations means driving activity offshore, which restricts our ability to monitor for illicit and criminal activity. The exact opposite result of what the critics are calling for. While the U.S. continues to focus on enforcement instead of clarity, the EU has taken a big leap forward with a sensible, progressive approach to crypto regulation. We look forward to building and growing in the European marketplace. And Coinbase may not be the company that you necessarily want to love. I understand they have their pros and cons, but you have to admit that they could just be up and saying, screw this, and leaving and going. But no, Brian Armstrong right here spent the day in DC meeting with members of Congress. We need regulatory clarity in the US for the centralized players in crypto for many reasons: consumer protection, national security, economic growth. The SEC has caused untold harm to America with its policy of regulation by enforcement. We will fight to fix that, right? And then also another video, picture in front of the SEC building right here. Met with the SEC, will continue pushing for a clear rule book in the US. The US can't afford to fall behind on this important technology to update this financial system. Also important for regulators to set policy and then enforce it, not start with enforcement before there are clear rules. At this point, seems like Congress will need to step in. So, yes, this is what we need. Anthony Scaramucci, he made a reference. Basically, he was saying, like, the SEC trying to rule or have regulation around crypto regarding, the Howey test, or like things that happened in the 30s, 40s, and 50s, is basically like having a car manual on how to drive a car and applying it to an airplane or a spaceship, right? Well, all you gotta do is just step on the gas pedal, and get the clutch going and what. Well, it doesn't work on an airplane. They're different. It doesn't work on a spaceship, right? They fly. Cars don't fly, right?
Spaceship.
So digital assets are not the same as the traditional assets. So there needs to be a new framework. But again, getting back to Raoul Pal, he does speak out against the SEC and explains once again, they only have so much jurisdiction and so much that they can do.
Do you think the recent noise from the SEC will affect the usual 4-year cycle and the halving? So we're talking about.
I know people are very skeptical on Mr. Raoul Pal as well, but at the end of the day, he, at least in my opinion, is very educated on the crypto space, blockchain technology, the whole thing. So I do listen to, or I like to listen to what he has to say, regardless if I agree with it or not. I still think he is a very educated person in this space. So, yeah.
Crypto here.
Just had to say that.
No, I think the 4-year cycle and halving is driven by liquidity. The liquidity cycle is driven by the business cycle, and the business cycle has gone negative, and therefore the liquidity cycle is playing out. I've talked a bit about this. Part of my everything code is the fact that this is like clockwork every 3.5 to 4 years, and it's driven by the refi cycle of the US government debt markets, because everybody reset their debts in 2008 at zero, as did all the private sector. The government's 100% of GDP in debt. And if interest rates are 2% and economic growth is at 2%, 100% of economic growth goes to pay interest. which would cause a huge problem. So they end up refinancing all of this, and they use the central bank balance sheet to do it. So I don't think anything with the SEC makes a difference. The US is not the world. I know, sorry to break it to you guys. You may be the world's biggest economy, but as I explained in financial markets, these things are liquid. They shift. They can go anywhere where capital is treated well, and they will. Now, they're not going to ban crypto from individuals in the United States, but they're trying to make it hard for businesses to grow. So they'll just move to the UK or Hong Kong or Singapore, and the world moves on. The hedge fund industry moves there, like it did with the financial markets, and then they start trading with the firms, let's say Coinbase, based in the UK, and the volume just moves. The institutions did the same in the UK. So US pension funds would set up operations in the UK. They could then do certain things. We've seen it all before. So I think it's a total red herring to even care about what the SEC does. It's a shame for the United States. For the rest of the crypto markets, just all noise. Remember when they banned China? Or China banned it? Yeah, they've done it 3 times. Nothing happened. The market went up. India, same. It's too big. It's too big, too decentralized.
By the way, during that video, I had to Google it. The 10th Amendment says that the federal government only has those powers delegated in the Constitution. If it isn't listed, it belongs to the states or to the people. So someone in the comments who got that right before the reveal, you're awesome. So yeah, again, there are going to be tough times for potentially the U.S. BitMEX founder and veteran Arthur Hayes says that Americans are facing an imminent wave of inflation that will severely damage their savings.
Real quick in the chat, Dan R said, be careful coming into the country with a cold wallet now via VIA. What does that stand for? VIA. What's that stand for? Does anybody know? Put it in the chat. It says, will take your cold wallet if they think you have one, unless you unlock and they see what you have on it. Interesting. What does VIA stand for? If anybody knows, let me know.
He says the West cannot allow general capital flight from its markets to places like crypto or foreign stocks and bond markets. Then you need the reader as exit liquidity. The colossal debts accumulated since World War II must be paid, and it's time for your capital to be eviscerated by inflation. If the West starts to sense the mass exodus of capital is on the horizon, it will almost certainly make it more annoying and difficult to pull money out of the system. The crypto billionaire also notes that the US is already making it harder to store money in decentralized crypto wallets, perhaps in anticipation of a potential exodus from the traditional finance system. Moving forward, gold and crypto will be the focus. They are not tied to a particular country. They cannot be debased at the will of a central bank desperate to prop up their financial system with printed fiat money. And finally, as countries started looking out for their own best interests rather than serving as slaves in the Western financial system, central banks of the global South will diversify how they save their international trade income. The first choice will be to increase gold allocation, which is already underway. And of course, if Bitcoin does continue to prove that it is the hardest money ever created, he says, I expect that more and more countries will at least start to consider whether it's a suitable savings vehicle alongside gold, right? And you can see right here, while countries work on central bank digital currencies and other like El Salvador embrace Bitcoin as their legal tender, Zimbabwe has announced a plan to launch a gold-backed digital currency. Now, why not just use Bitcoin? I don't know, guys. Maybe it's too volatile. So the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe, towards the end of last week, announced that it was working on a gold-backed digital currency that will become legal tender in the country. The move is part of the Zimbabwean government's strategy to keep the local currency from depreciating further against the US dollar. So it is technically already happening. Arthur Hayes is not wrong, but it's interesting because they're not just loading up on gold. They're looking to have a token that is tied to the gold price or backed by gold. So, okay, so maybe this isn't tied to the price. Maybe it's just physically backed by I don't know.
That's weird. They must have reserves of just gold in their bank. Like, that's weird. That's kind of weird, huh? Backed by gold. Interesting.
You have to have it one-to-one in a reserve. But as you guys could see, the marriage of cryptocurrency and yes, even gold, but it really just seems like this is the way that we're going. And I do want to just end on this. So if you guys didn't see this World Economic Forum, it says that they were showcasing facilities and tech employed by a cryptocurrency mining firm, but they never actually said the word Bitcoin or crypto. But you can see right here, this was, what are these people? What was their name? Oh, I can't remember it. Crusoe Energy Systems. Now, we know that they are involved in mining, and you can see right here, video screenshots, but they're referred to as modular data centers that are located with waste energy sources to use wasted methane systems to generate power. It was noted this enables the production of ultra low cost computing infrastructure by utilizing stranded energy sources that would otherwise go unused. So Michael Saylor is like, even the World Economic Forum is recognizing the environmental benefits of Bitcoin mining, promoting mining without using the B word, but we all know what you're talking about. So maybe it's because they were talking about moving from proof of work to proof of stake, and this makes them look a little bit silly. But I think we all know what these are. Data centers. Come on, guys. It's Bitcoin mining, and the company that's in it is known to be Bitcoin miners. So I think that's hilarious. So summarizing everything, it's crazy times we're living through. Don't have too much despair. Don't get down too much on yourself. I am very optimistic about this future. Tough times never last, right? We live through these times, and we're living through a historic moment, but this is definitely that moment you're going to be telling your grandkids about. I lived through this crypto exodus, choke point 2.0, crazy madness, SEC, Gensler, fines for everybody. Nobody knows what's legal and what's not, right? Eventually, guys, I think it will come to a place where we will all recognize and understand where crypto belongs. And I think it does personally belong in everyone's portfolio and all throughout the world. I mean, I don't even want to get into my personal stuff right now, but there's just a lot of I'm trying to do a lot of business moves in the background and just trying to explain crypto to these people. It's like, where's your bank statements and all this? It's like, okay, so if I show you digital things in a bank, right, and digital digits that are moving from one part of the screen to the other part of the screen, that's okay. That's legit, right? But if I show you, some Bitcoin or some USDC in a wallet, well, what is that? What are they? Well, actually, the USDC in the wallet is technically more reliable than the money in the bank. I mean, if you have $1,000 in USDC, you have it. If you have $1 million in USDC, you have it. If you have $1 million in the bank, go try to actually pull that money out in the form of dollars. You can.
Yeah, if you try to pull out an excess amount of money, if you get it's over, I think maybe $5,000, sometimes it's less. If you try to take that money out of the bank, they make you wait 2 days to get it out. So you literally have to give them a notification that you want to take that much money out. They'll have to bring that money in because they don't keep the money in the banks anymore because, robberies and whatever. But it's ridiculous. You cannot physically take your own money out for days. And that's kind of why I got on the crypto train to begin with. It just made sense to me. I don't have to get to the bank before it closes to get money. I could just transfer it right from my phone to wherever I want it to be. You know what I mean? And to be honest, transferring it to Coinbase and then cashing it out right to my checking account is usually faster anyways than me having to get up and go to the bank or whatever. I mean, it usually is there pretty quick, to be honest, but I don't know. It's just crazy. Absolutely crazy.
You can only transfer it on a screen. And it just makes me so frustrated. But I really do hope that society can progress forward and, we can get these dinosaurs out of the system. No offense, I respect the elderly, but maybe it's time to just move on, especially when it comes to technology. Not saying that Warren Buffett wasn't a good investor, but he just doesn't get it now. There's a time and place for everything. And this is the next part of the financial legacy. I believe this is the next part, the monetary policy of Bitcoin and the introductions of cryptocurrencies and DeFi. So again, guys, really crazy kind of rant. Just if you stayed around for the rant, I love you guys. You're awesome.
All right. You're just going to talk about this Bitcoin Miami Beach conference thing. So let's see real quick in the chat. Elliot said, isn't that a security feature, that 2-day wait? Maybe. Might be a security feature, but realistically, they don't have the money in the bank anyways. Even if you're somebody super important, they physically don't have the money. They can't just give you your money back out of the bank, even if you wanted it. So you have thousands of dollars in the bank, you ain't getting more than a couple grand out at a time. It's insane. Insane. Would you take BTC payment for a plumbing job? Honestly, yeah, I probably would. At this point. I thought about that actually when I had my plumbing company, on how to get that integrated with it, but it would have been too much. I was too new to crypto when I was thinking about it, and it would have been too much for me to try to get a grasp of, I guess, to just keep everything legit. You know what I mean? And then on top of it, if you're a business trying to take in just, you know, cryptocurrency that's not even technically like backed or legalized or anything along those lines, like it's not worth getting in hot water, you know what I mean? With the new cash machines, each holds like 20k. Yeah, so they have, you know, I got an excuse one time. I was trying to take out I forget what it was. It was like 10 grand. I forget. I was trying to take out some money, and oh wait, no, it wasn't even that much. It was less than that. But regardless, the guy at the bank behind the, like the teller behind the desk or whatever was like, we only have this much money for the entire day or the entire like weekend or whatever it was. And they physically refused to give you more than, you know, X amount because they need to have enough for the rest of everybody, right? So I think I took out like $1,000 one time, and that same rule applied where they would only give me X amount of hundreds, because I asked them for all large bills. I'm like, can I just have hundreds? Like, I don't feel like carrying around 20s or 5s, right? This dude gave me, like, I'm not even kidding, stack of money like this, and it was like $1,000. It was so stupid. I'm like, what am I gonna do with all these 20s, 5s, and whatever? He's like, we only have so many large bills for the whole weekend. I'm like, dude, this is ridiculous. Yeah, it's so stupid. Let's see. CCXD crypto payment is easy. Just set up with Coinbase Commerce or CryptoPal. Yeah, so like I'll take it now for like the Misfit Mining store, like 3D printing and stuff. Like that's totally fine. But it's just mixing my business with crypto was very you know what I mean? It was kind of one of those sketchy things. I would totally do it now, but starting fresh, not how like just kind of putting it into the middle, you know what I mean? I already had enough shit going on for my account, and they probably would have killed me. All right, let's see. You paid like a stripper. Dude, you know how awkward that is, by the way? Giving somebody that many 1s or 5s or whatever. Like, why do you have this many low bills? I'm like, listen, all right? It's all the bank had. Get off my back. I don't want to hear it. All right, let's see. What do we got? Let's check out, let's see. What's the top earner today? Coin-wise. Let's see. If you guys have any questions, feel free to shoot it in the chat. 100%. Each teller's machine only has so many big bills. Dude, it's so stupid. It's so freaking stupid. Like, I couldn't believe it. The guy gave me a stack of money. It was like $1 grand. And it was like I couldn't put it in my pocket. Like, there was no chance. No chance I could put it in both pockets. I'm like, are you kidding me right now, bud? Insane. Oh, Litecoin's up 3%, 24 hours. Nice. Up 9% in the last hour. It just broke $90. Nice. That's awesome. Hell yeah. Injective. What is this? Anybody involved with this? Injective? 5.6. I'm assuming that's on the week. Actually, does anybody know? Is this the weekly number right here? Just look. No, that's 24 hours. Okay, so it's 24-hour number. Never mind. Stupid. So this number is 24 hours. Oh, and then this is just against those, I guess. Interesting. Okay. Makes sense. Never mind. Let's see. InGen, what is it? $24? $25 high almost? What is this? Does anybody know? Let me know. Daily. It is daily. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. I don't know, but it's crashing quick, said B-Lubs. What, this? Injective? I gotta see what the hell it is. It's crypto.com. Is there a, oh, you know what? Let me see. Injective. Let's just see. If we can find anything on it. Injective, the blockchain built for finance. Dark mode. Dude, that's the only thing I hate about dark mode. It like erases black text. Weird. Anyways, it says the blockchain built for finance. Build and use the best Web3 applications on Injective, the fastest layer 1 blockchain, shaping the future of finance. Huh. I've never been on this site before. Revolutionizing smart contracts, launch dynamic apps with Injectives. Injectives power, what does it say? I can't read that. Smart contracts layer, whatever. Injective is the first blockchain to offer executing smart contracts, which empower fast, more innovative, and groundbreaking applications. Interesting. I have no idea. Well, is anybody into this? Let me see. Anybody into this? Ironfish down 50. Oh, God. Ironfish. All right, let's go to oh, dude, I always forget how to type this site in. Thank God it's in my list of stuff. Ironfish, let's see. Hero Miners is still, geez, they still have 4.21 petahash on there. God, that's insane. Look at that. That's crazy. Ironfish Network. Oh yeah, that's right. It's on KuCoin now. It opened up at $100 on Safe Trade. Let's check out KuCoin, I guess. Let's see. Maybe. Now, KuCoin's okay in the US, right? Does anybody here use KuCoin? Oh, actually, no, I'm gonna kill this poll in the chat too. Let me see. Let me see what you guys got. 52 likes, 95 people here. Hit that like button, please. Appreciate you. 91 votes. We had 32% of you guys just hodl. We have 30% hodl and sell. Mine to hodl only is 29%, and 6% say sell only. Interesting. All right, that's cool. That's good to know. I was always wondering, like, you know, is there, how many people are still in the space to just mine and sell? Because everybody's electric rate's like insane, right? I'll record a video tonight about profitability. Have 2 soccer games tonight. Jeez, that's awesome. Iowa Crypto Mining. He is a new YouTuber. If you guys are interested, go check out his channel. Mr. Iowa Crypto Mining, I'm gonna make you a moderator. So congratulations. Throw a link to your channel in the chat, please. All right, let's see. What is it? Is it $7? Holy shit! I'm sitting there talking about KuCoin and looking at. Zoom in. Price of Ironfish is $7 now. That's crazy. It opened up at 99 bucks, or I think it was like 100 and something. It tanked by the end of my stream. What was it? It was like, was it Friday? When did it open? I don't even remember, dude. These days all meshed together. Anyways, whatever day it was that this came out and hit the exchange, I remember we were live. Someone said it hit there. It opened up at 154. Oh my, gross. That was disgusting. $154. Okay, I saw it at 99. But somebody said it hit the exchange. We went and hit it. By the end of my stream, it was 50 cents. And then I messaged Panda. I was like, hey, go sell all your Ironfish. And he's like, F Ironfish. I only have 0.2. I was like, what do you mean you only have 0.2 Ironfish? So like he didn't mine any, I guess. And I mean, I didn't either, so whatever. But by the time I was like, you know, go sell it, I was like, it's 50 cents. And then I was like, 2 seconds later, I was like, never mind, it's 20 cents now. And it just completely tanked. That's crazy. Patrick Murphy, hey now, control yourself. What is he saying? Patrick Murphy, where are you? Can I start a channel called Depran's Unboxing Project? You totally should, because these guys can't, they don't know what they want to do with life anymore. Mr. Iowa Crypto Mining, guys, go sub to him. I'm going to pin this in the chat. Go sub to Iowa Crypto Mining. He has a cool shed and a good electric rate, and I wish I had his setup. All right, let's see. CCXC, your stream. See it at $99 and then drop to 50. Yes. I wish I would have sold the other day. Oh, Andrew C, you're still holding it? Damn. Yeah, Ironfish, I don't know what the deal with it is. I mean, who knows if it has a future? It could, I guess. Let me see. It's still not on CoinGecko. Let's see what is it at Safe Trade. Let's see. So this is the first exchange it opened up at. Does anybody know what this is? Like, has anybody been here before? Same thing. $7.90. I mean, I'm gonna be real. I think I was more impressed that it was actually in the dollar. I like how do people gauge what, or I guess devs gauge what these coins come out at price wise? Does anybody know in the chat? Like, how did they just like throw a dart at the wall and like, hey, we're gonna put it out at this? Like, how do they decide how much a coin comes to the market for? Does anybody know that? If there's like a formula to do that, that'd be great. I'd love to know. Like, if you guys have any literature on that. I've just never looked it up. I should have sold 2. I have 5 iron now. Interesting. Yeah, Black Cat. I mean, now it's like, you know, at this point I wouldn't sell. It would just be 30-40 bucks, right? So I would probably just hold it at this point. And if it goes back up, great, you win, you know. Hobbyist, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Let's see. Chump, I've been wondering the same thing. Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, I've never looked it up, I guess. I mean, we could. Let's see, like, how. Let me see. You know what? We should ask Chat GPT. I wonder if that could tell us. But I don't have I don't have an account for that. I don't think. No, I have you know what I've used? I've used that what the hell is it called? It's like OpenAI something. I think it's different though. I don't know if it's different than Chat GPT, but whatever. How do crypto coins choose how much they list at? I don't know. Supply and demand is a big factor that that determines the value of anything that can be traded, including all digital currencies in the market. For example, if more people are trying to buy Bitcoins while others are willing to sell them, the price will go up and vice versa. Okay, that's supply and demand. That's not what I'm looking for. What determines crypto listing price? The combination of supply, demand, product costs, competition, regulatory developments. Oh, let's see right there. And the media coverage that follows influences investor outlook, which is one of the most significant factors affecting cryptocurrency prices. Well, that makes sense, but I mean, at the same time, like, that still doesn't give me my answer. How do they choose that it comes out over $100 versus $20? Like, how do you just friggin' dart on the wall? Like, that's literally what they must do. They just fill up balloons and they pop them with notes in them, and whatever lands, that's it. Terrible. All set miner, what do you say? Geek of all trades, I'll give you a new clever title or series name. He's saying name it the Reboxing Project. Oh, perfect. You could have done that for the rigs list thing. Actually, that never worked, did it, Mr. Geek of all trades? DJ Mines, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Good to see you. I was just trying to see if anybody here knew how coins chose the value they were listed at. Like, how does that come about? If anybody knows, please educate me, because I'm more than interested. I would love to know. Let's see. Hold on. Let me go back to what's happening. There we go. All right, so injective, we were looking at that quick. I'm just trying to see all the coins that are up today. Render is up 1.6%. OKB we haven't really looked at in a while, actually. OKB. No, I'm thinking of something else. I am thinking of different coin. All right, let's see what else is up. Chili's is up 2%, whatever that is. Chronos, oh, Crow, look at that, 1.8. Isn't that the crypto.com? 12 cents. What is this? Anybody into this? I rugged rigs list last week. Perfect. Yeah, it's been amazing weather here, said Mr. Hobbyist. How's the shed? Oh, he's asking how the temps are in the shed. Has anybody looked into the, what is Chili's? Is that how you say that? The price of Chili's or CHZ is 12 cents today. Trading volume over 100 million. Jeez. It's crazy. There's so many coins, man. Like, you can't even keep up with it. It's unreal. But I really do want to know how the hell they come up with these prices. It blows my mind. What's up, caveman? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. You still building a shed or what? I'll come over and help you, man. Drop the kids off at the grandparents. You live right down the street from them. It'll take me 10 minutes. Just drop them off and I'll head right over. Perfect. You want to? Dude, when you're ready, you have lumber, I'll come help you build it. It'll be awesome. Let's see. It was 29 in PGH this morning. It was 29. What are you saying? PGH. What the hell's PGH? You talking about Ironfish still? I don't know. Sorry. I wish I knew you were talking about Steel City Mining. Oh, never mind. Temperature. I was like, what are you talking about? Never mind. I was so lost. So confused. Pepe is done. Do not FOMO into that one. Yeah, Dan R. Don't. All right, so there was Altcoin Daily put out a video yesterday, I believe, and we watched it yesterday. Was it yesterday or was it this morning? I can't even remember. I think it was yesterday with that dude crying about friggin' putting in $300 of Pepe and getting like a ridiculous, like he lost like $100 or something stupid, and he ended up still crying about not making money when it just doesn't make any damn sense. Like, okay, you didn't make money, you're upset about it. Yeah, okay, cool. Like, I'm upset about it, but you're gonna sit there and like clout for you know, views. It's stupid. What is it? Pepe? Is that what it is? Oh, it's right there, top of the. As soon as I click search, clearly it's the highest search thing right now. It's down 13.5%. Circulating supply, million, billion, trillion, so 420 trillion. Another shit coin. Crazy. All-time low, all-time high. 6 zeros and a 3. What's it at now? 7 zeros and a 2. Oh damn, so it like, yeah, it's quite a bit down from where it was. That's high. What about the thousands of BTC the government confiscated that they said they were going to sell? Whatever happened to that? That, fully electric, is a good question. Actually, there was some, so the conversations with like the big Bitcoin wallets waking up, right? Hold on, let me where was it? Let me see. Give me 1 second, and I'm gonna dark mode this because holy hell. Let's see, where are we at? Oh, that's right, I need to zoom out. Where is that whale article I showed this morning? I don't know. Interesting. I don't know. You know what? I'll look into that a little bit, actually, because that'd be a good conversation. I have a feeling though that that a lot of the whale wallets we're gonna see are probably going to be, you know, or some of them could be confiscated Bitcoin, right? The govs are waiting for the bull run. Oh, 100%, Elliot, 100%. They want to take as much money away from us as they can. So when that bull run happens, you better believe they're going to take the profits, and it's all confiscated Mt. Gox money, right? Or Bitcoin. And Mt. Gox is supposed to be getting reimbursed. Yeah, right. I don't think that'll ever happen. Good luck with that if you're trying to get reimbursed. It's unfortunate, but I doubt it, right? Trying to see where the hell that is. That's really annoying. I don't know. Anyways, all right, what do we got for questions? You guys got any last questions before we jet out of here? Definitely don't buy that Pepe token. Please don't. Everybody don't do that. That would be miserable. All right, take off dark mode. All right, now I can see the chat normal. What is everyone mining right now? Good question, actually. I'm just mining LTC and Doge, dual mining with the L7. I just shut off actually my X4Q that I had mining to unmineable for Caspa. I just shut that off because it's, I mean, let's see, actually, is the mine the ASIC? Let's go to that. Mine the ASIC. Let's see. What am I doing? X4Q. Let's see. X4Q. The X16Q, by the way, guys, is coming out shortly. So stay tuned for that. They're going to be dropping that off, and we should be getting a review unit, which is cool. X4Q is still... Wow, did they change this? What the hell? They changed the site. That looks so weird. Where's the hold on. That's weird as hell. Anyways, let's all right, let's like look, right? So I have 25 cents electric. Disgusting. X4Q, so I'm still making 83 cents a day, right? Wait, no, that's not even the right unit. Why does it say 370 watts? 1.4. I think it's, hold on. That's not accurate. That is not accurate at all. That's wrong. That is wrong, so I'm probably not making that. It's closer to 500 watts, especially if you run it off 120. If you run it off 120, it's like exactly 500. It's like 4 something, not on 120, on 240. But anyways, 83 cents a day, right? Roughly. That's at 25 cents. If it was at like, you know, I'd say 17 national average ish, right? We're looking at $1.54, so it's cool, but it's not worth me running it, at least in my opinion. You are in mass. Yes, I am in mass. Yep. Let's see. Low power mode. Yes, I have my L7 on low power mode. Only because it's too hot. and I have to move it. So my plan is actually fully electric. I have to go to my PO box still. He sent me a inline fan. Is it the S? What is it even called? It's an S something, I thought. Maybe I'm wrong. I wanted to say S9, but is it an S9? Is that what it's called? The inline fan, fully electric, if you're still here. Anyways, it's an AC Infinity fan. It's the one that's supposed to go on that shroud that the Fruit Associates 3D prints, the ABS shroud there. So S8, thank you. I wanted to say S9, and I'm like, that's the rocket I built. Anyways, so that inline fan I'm gonna mount to the wall in my crypto mining trailer, and then I'm gonna mount the ASIC to the wall with that shroud, and I'm gonna have it shoot straight up right through the exhaust vent up the roof. But I'm still using it for heat, so right now it's just too hot in the house to run that thing full bore. I'm in mass too. Nice, Dan R. That's awesome. Supply side is down to 11 cents. What? Nice, dude. That's awesome. I actually, so not, when was it actually? Beginning of last year, before the rate hike happened, my wife, actually, I asked her to look into the supply side because that's the only thing we can change here in Mass. So we locked in the supply side at 10 cents, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So that 33-cent freaking bump up on just the supply side never affected me, thank God. But I would have absolutely had like 55-cent electric if I didn't lock that in, or if she didn't lock that in. So my wife is amazing. Thank you if she listens after. But yeah, I lucked out because when I had, what was it, 10 octominers running, I had 130 GPUs going, right, with all in octominers, a couple open air rigs, and then I had some mini Doge miners. I had a whole bunch of shit, but my highest electric bill before the rate hike was $3,300, and I wanted to throw up. $3,300. All right, so add that to your mortgage, and then everything else you gotta pay for. It was like if that didn't make me hang myself, I don't know what will. But that was pretty like, holy shit. All right, selling this crypto and I'm shutting half this stuff down right now. Yeah, it was $3,300. That was pretty brutal. But that was when I was like, yeah, enough's enough. I gotta shut these miners off. Terrible. Thought I turned my kids, sorry. I'll leave the door open, but these earphones like kill it. All right, let's see. Electric Bloke said, just mining Sia coin at the moment. My electricity cost in the UK makes everything unprofitable. Yeah, I can imagine. I have a Chia starter kit on its way, and I do helium and Match X M2 Pro, all low energy. What is a Match X? Match X M2 Pro. I don't even know what that is. Match X M2 Pro. Let me see. This? What is it? What in the hell is this thing? Match X is a scam. They are worthless now. Okay. Interesting. I think I've seen this before. This looks like the thing Network Bits threw off the roof on one of his videos. I don't know if you guys saw that. It was a riot, but what is this? 2 kilo CPU, 256 memory. I have no idea. Weird. Very weird. Yes. Up the roof. They are fake miners. Network Bits definitely knows what this is for sure. I mean, it's cool looking. It looks like one of them old ass walkie talkies, big ass ones. You know what I'm talking about? Oh man, that's cool. Like what is this logo and what is this logo? What are those? Does anybody know? Name the logo. I have a series. Name the logo. We should have a game. First person to name all three in a row. I'll show it for like 10 seconds. And then get off of it. And you guys get a guess. MXC. MXC. Oh, is that the logo for it? Oh, it is. Interesting. It is. MXC, good call. BTC, no idea. Yeah, I was trying to figure out the last one. DHX. Okay, what's DHX? DHX logo. Is it supposed to be the media thing? Or is it crypto? Oh, it is. DHX crypto. Okay. Interesting. Data highway. Huh. Data highway. Jeez. There we go. Let's see, this website cooperated with dark mode. Data highway is decentralized Web3 organization specializing in the gathering and trading of Internet of Things. IoT. Then it says data NFTs and FNFTs. Is that fake NFTs? Data highway is currently building an interchain data marketplace on the Kazuma network after winning a parachain slot last year on the Polkadot ecosystem, where users will be able to share IoT data with each other while trading them with DHX tokens. The reason behind us choosing data is because the data industry now constitutes a $1 billion industry, and we want everyone to be able to access this exciting opportunity. Interesting. I'll send this link to you. What link? Do you want the miner or you want this thing? I'll send this link to you so you can read it if you'd like. Yeah, FNFTs is right. Oh, jeez. That's a riot. This I'll send this in the chat too. I mean, please guys, don't buy this stuff. This isn't. I was just wondering what it was. So don't buy this stuff because you've seen it here. That's all I have to say about that. But I feel like that might be what network bits threw off the roof. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, but that'd be hysterical. Let's see. Some of these projects just sound like nonsense. You know what, most of the projects probably are, man. They're just trying to get money from uneducated people. That's pretty much what happens. And let's be real, most of us aren't educated on 90% of the coins that are out there, so they could get any one of us.
Time for food. Pizza time. Slice of pizza. Slice of pizza. Slice of pizza. Slice of pizza.
I love how it reads every emoji. Mr. Road puts, thank you so much for the 249 super chat. You didn't have to do that. Go enjoy your food, man. Appreciate you. It's so funny. Most projects will go to zero. They will. 100%. Yep. All these projects are poo coins. 1000%. All right, guys. Love you all to death. I'll be back tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll do it all again. So until next time, have a good night. Enjoy the rest of the day at work, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace out. Oh, actually, I get to use my new outro. Hold on. Let me try this. I don't know how to use it. Where is it? Let me shut off this banner. I don't know how to do this through StreamYard, so I'm trying to figure it out. All right. 17 seconds, then we're out of here. All right, fellas. Peace. Let me see. There we go. Yeah, that'll work. Oh, boy. Epic. Tell me you didn't like that. It was great, right? All right. We're really out of here. See you later. Peace.